A person who comes into Fielding can determine their own research track, and that's going to come out of their interests, out of their experience, and out of their passion.
One of our students, Dr. Luann Fortune, who graduated quite recently, calls herself a scholar activist because of her work in somatic experiencing, is now teaching part-time at the College of Mind-Body Medicine for Saybrook University. So some of our graduates go on to academic positions.
Quite a few of the students end up going into academia in spite of themselves. They don't expect to because they've had long careers as professionals, but they get really committed to working with students, and they end up in academia in really good academic positions.
A lot of our students are leaders and managers in organizations.
And some of whom already working with active consulting practices. So often, I think many are looking to add teaching to the consulting work and practice that they're already doing.
A woman who came to us who was teaching and writing, and what she wanted was to be a full-time writer. And so she actually did a dissertation called Flow for Writers, which was how to be successful at writing books, and used her dissertation as a stepping point personally for getting to the place she wanted to be as a writer.
One of our recent alumna is Yabom Gilpin Jackson. She studied post-war survivors in Africa who have gone through civil wars in places like Sierra Leone and Liberia. The main focus was studying how they had grown as a result of the war experiences.
Another hot issue these days is around sustainability. So one of my students is completing his work now on what is the sort of, how does one develop a sustainability mindset of working within an organization to support their sustainability strategy.
One of our students who lives in Tanzania, and she did a project for our course called Human Development and Consciousness. And in that course, she designed a brochure for families on human development. And now the government has, in translation, published 38,000 copies of this document, of this guide for human development.
Another student did a fabulous, interesting study on what does it mean to have cross-cultural relationships. And she gave people cameras and told people to go out and take pictures of their world. And then those pictures were how much of the person that you represent in these pictures do you share when you're working across cultures.
And so when you come to Fielding, you're coming to a sort of a full-service learning community that respects you as a person, that understands you as an adult, and that wants to support you as a professional.